Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I wish that all of you are in good health and having good days. Okay, today we are going to talk about Global 8, Unit 3, Rivers and Coasts. Do we have rivers in Saudi Arabia? Yes or no? No, we don't have rivers in Saudi Arabia. Do we have rivers in Egypt? Yes. What is the river? What's the name of the river in Egypt? It is the Nile. It is the Nile. The Nile is the longest river in the world. Now today we are going to talk about rivers, and we are going to talk especially about the Nile. Okay, about coasts. Do we have coasts in Saudi Arabia? Yes, we have coasts. We have coasts of the Red Sea, especially in Jeddah. And the coastal areas or the coastal cities have many coasts in them. And there is a coast in the Gulf. It is in Dammam and other cities in that area. Okay, the Nile. Why are rivers important to people? This is a very important question. Okay, rivers means supply of water. If there is water, it means it's very important for the economic of the country, for the life of the people, and for many things. So here now, importance, rivers are very important to people. In the past, they used rivers to control from one side to another, from one country to another, by using the boats, okay? Also about they use them in many things, about agriculture, irrigating, and other things. Read the text, then tell your partner 3 things you have learned. Okay, the Nile. First of all, let's have introduction about the Nile. The Nile starts from here, Lake Victoria, Uganda, and other countries like Ethiopia, and the final Sudan and Egypt. Who can tell me what is the long or the length? What is the length of the Nile? Is that right? It's about 6,670 kilometers long. The Nile is about 6,670 kilometers long. Okay, let's read now here now. The Nile is the longest river in the world. It flows from south to north. From south, okay, because Lake Victoria is in the south, and in the north it is Egypt and the Mediterranean Sea. To north, and it has one source at Lake Victoria. In Uganda, the White Nile, and other at Lake Tana in Ethiopia, the Blue Nile. In total, it is 6,770 kilometers long. The ancient Egyptians, what's meaning ancient? Yeah, that's right. Ancient means very old. Ancient means very old. And now we are talking about, for example, about the period of pharaohs. Called the river or meaning black. So the name of the river during the ancient Egyptians, okay, period, they call it or it means black, which means black. Because of the black sediment left behind after the frequent river floods. Sediment means now when it flows from Victoria Lake till Alexandria, okay, in Egypt, means these, okay, period or these distance, 6,670 kilometers, at the end there should be a sediment part. Sediment part means it is a black soil which is lifted after the floods of the river. Sediment left behind after the frequent river floods. The ancient Greeks called the river Chem, which also means black. So now we have the ancient Egyptians call it A or, and the ancient Greek call it here Kem. All of them mean black. Black means the sediment of the river, which also means black. The name Nile comes from another Greek word, Nilos, which means river or valley. So now it's important to know the name of the Nile, which is taken from an ancient Greek word, means Nilo. Nilo means here valley or river. The area that the Nile covers is so vast. What's meaning vast? Vast means very wide. Vast means very wide. That it has several different climate areas. In the north, in Egypt and Sudan, there is very little rain because most of Egypt is desert, and also Sudan. Yes, that's right, Sudan. Some of Sudan is desert, and it's high somehow. The temperatures are high in these two countries, so there is a little rain. In the north, in Egypt and Sudan, there is very little rain. Further south and around Ethiopia, rainfall is heavy, so this keeps the river flowing. So in Lake Victoria, it rains a lot. In Ethiopia, it rains a lot. So it keeps the river flowing during the whole year. Actually, the very fertile soil in Egypt and North Sudan. What's meaning fertile? Fertile means rich. Rich soil, which is rich in every substance is needed to plant and to grow. There are dams. What's the meaning of dams? Dams, great wall that people build to protect from floods. They keep water, okay, behind it, so they protect other areas or the dense populated areas from floods. In populated areas along the banks of the Nile, the banks, it means the sides of the river. The banks means the sides of the river. The Nile Delta in northern Egypt is where the river spreads out and flows into the Mediterranean Sea from north to south. The delta is about 160 kilometers long. From west to east, it covers about 240 kilometers of It covers about 240 kilometers of coastline. It begins just downriver from Cairo. So now we are talking about the delta. The delta is the fertile soil in Egypt. The Mediterranean Sea doesn't have a strong tide. What's the meaning of tide here? Tide here means, the waves of the river. Tide means the waves of the river. But it is enough to bring salt water into the Nile's estuaries. Estuaries mean the end of the Nile, estuaries, that means to mix the river's fresh water. In the marshes and lagoons, there are saltwater crocodiles and biggest living reptiles. Here now talking about places that cover with water. The biggest living reptiles in the world. Reptile means that animals crawl on their bellies. This is the meaning of reptiles, like snakes, crocodiles, and other animals. All of these are reptiles. Thank you today. See you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.